It's not just about the recycling, it's not just about the money, it's not just about even mutual aid or these kinds of things, but really finding a way that we can serve the community by serving people in their entirety, economically, environmentally, socially, I mean, in any way we can.
I have benefited as a child canning. It was the first opportunity I had to have my own money. Seeing, the community at Sure We Can, for me, just kind of recenters our innate connection to resources.
It's very beautiful in a certain sense because it's so directly empowering. You can just pick up the can and you can bring it and you can make some money. And as a form of work, it can be itself like an engine for environmental justice. It's people picking up litter in their communities, earning money in their communities, and these are people already marginalized, so already in communities that are experiencing environmental injustices, overburdened with litter, under-supported in terms of economic input. There are people who work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week collecting cans, and they've been able to, for example, put their children through college on this work, at the very least to feed their family day to day. There are other folks who do it at different levels. They might supplement an income with canning. They might be on benefits and they need a little extra on the side. They might come once every 6 months and just collect the stuff that they buy for themselves. But in general, what it does is creates that context of empowerment. No matter what level you want to participate in, every single canner is making something for themselves and every single one is also serving their community.
No hay otro lugar como este. Aquí hemos criado como un tipo como de familia entre todos. Eso es lo que es Sure We Can. Una segunda casa para todos los recicladores que venimos aquí.
We think sustainable urban culture comes back to this holistic approach to service and community work. So that sense of, the manufacturer makes the material, it gets sold to the consumer, it gets recaptured by the redemption system, returned to the manufacturer and repurposed into a new container. That's the structural idea of the circular economy. When we want to talk about sustainability, we can't just talk about materials, we have to talk about communities and people as well. In terms of the way we empower folks, the way we work against exclusivity, the way we break apart imbalances in terms of economic power and social power, work against stigma like racism and classism, that these are part of a sustainable culture. We're not just talking about better recycling systems, we're talking about a transformation in terms of culture, in terms of the way we are with each other and the way we treat each other, and the way we treat materials as well.
Nuestra misma comunidad tiene el derecho de querer sembrar algo para ver cómo va sus sembradíos y pues estas son las consecuencias pues para nuestra gente.
Our dream is to not just be a redemption center, but a circular community center is what we call it, where you can come to engage in art, creativity, sustainability, gardening, redemption, repair, upcycling. Again, a sustainable urban culture. That's what we're after. Canners are the front line of the new culture. They embody all the cliched things you'd think about, like New York and what makes New York special. The melting pot, the hustle spirit, the get it done, the working together, everyone up in the mix. The Canners bring that like nobody else, If you look at the work that the Canners have done over 40 years of the bottle bill existing, it's just monumental. Millions and millions of tons of waste diverted, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of tons of greenhouse gas prevented from reaching the atmosphere. If there were more of that, more Sure We Cans, more of this spirit of how can I serve the person who has the least while also lifting myself up, while also lifting up my whole community. We're all here at Sure We Can trying to figure out what makes a better world. And I think those environments are very rare. And if that's not deserving of support, I don't know what is.